So, in 2015, when I came across the government, as I explained in videos before, how I came across them and what took place, I don't think they knew necessarily. I don't think they knew. Perhaps they did. I don't know what they knew or what they didn't know, but I know there's a good chance they did know for reasons that I didn't tell them, because I didn't quite know my damn self that I was a light worker. But I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that the government, the Pentagon level shit, are aware of light workers and Lee Carroll and Cryon and all the rest of that, and the aliens and all the incorporations of all of it. And I've been aware of it for years now, decades now. At what point they became aware of light workers, I can't say for decades. But they've been aware of it before I was aware of it. I'm pretty sure of that. I became aware of it in 2017, or 2014. I was hearing about light workers, to tell you the truth. And I was suspecting myself to be one in 2014. But I didn't really start walking around talking about I'm a light worker in 2017 when I heard the Light Workers Handbook in 2017, the apartment I was staying in Mesa, Arizona. Yeah, I know, TMI. That's me, giving you all kind of information. I really don't give a fuck. Go out and fucking steal my identity and take all my fucking money. I've got millions and millions and millions. I'm gonna fucking make it trillions of fucking dollars to make it worth your fucking while. But listen, out in Mesa, Arizona, yeah, that's where I stand. That's when I came across it and understood. I suspected beforehand, but I didn't know for certainty until then. Because in the Light Workers Handbook, I just really heard me in specifics being called out in certain things as the one in charge of manifestation, responsible for manifestation. I don't know how many others there are, but he wasn't talking to every fucking body. He said, now you've got the 8. No, you've got the 4. You got the 4, now you've got the 8. Now, at age 44, something took place unlike any other time in my life. And you put 4 and 4 together, it's 8, and that's how numerology works. I'm just gonna skate right over that. I'm not gonna get all deep into that and what it was and what took place. Just take my word for it. There's a lot of things being said to me and communicated to me besides the Light Workers Handbook, after that with Cryon and others, about what it was and took place and what it was that I am and how I placed into this thing. I'm taking huge sacrifices down here. It seems like that was my contract. To take huge sacrifices. And like I said, I don't know at what point I don't know they got on before 2017, but 2017 I communicated to them and where I was at, and to the military themselves, where I was at, who I was, and so place where I took place in it, all that. And they've been with me ever since, spending millions of fucking dollars at this point just to do surveillance and keep up with me, as I've been going and jumping around all over the goddamn place, and they've been following me all over the fucking place. We've been here in fucking Orlando area for quite some time. When I go to fucking Miami, they follow me there. When I went to Tampa, they follow me there. I'm ready to get the fuck out of the country and see how much flyby fucking privilege they get to go and do whatever they want to do in Mexico, Matter of fact, I was talking about going to Mexico not too long ago. And I heard Donald Trump was asking for permission to have his military in Mexico and just doing all kind of shit. And Mexico said, fuck no. I don't know how much that had to do with whatever it had to do with, but I don't know. I suspect that they've been following me around for 10 years, the way they've been following me around for 10 years. They certainly don't want me to fucking go to Mexico and miss out on following me around just because I went to fucking Mexico. Or wherever it is I end up going. But they don't have as much privilege as they do here in Florida. Anyhow, what I'm understanding, what I'm trying to say, communicating, is that they did get on board with me in 2017, and I can tell you why. A lot of those are the reasons why, because they do understand light workers. They are aware of that. They understand it's not poppycock shit, stupid, hooey shit to them. They're very much understanding how real it is. And we got an understanding then that I was one. And they've seen things with me that makes them understand that. Matter of fact, in 2015, the reason I brought that up, I came across the government then, Big C government, for some things I told you why it was out in Austin, Texas, and some other videos I told you why it was. I'm not getting into it right now. But we came across each other, and it was fucking Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, their campaign. I was on the news, but they never did air that shit. But they did, Brock, they did put me on the news. All those cameras out there, all the channels out there. There's a big fucking event out there going on about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and what they were going on about in 2015. And I got on the fucking news. They recorded, they put all the team, all the fucking aimed all the cameras on me and shit, but they never did put that shit up there. They didn't add, they asked them not to put it up there, but they did record that shit because they was wanting to put it up there. Let's believe that shit. There's like, okay, whatever's going on right here in this fucking setting right here, we got this guy talking, this girl talking, blah, blah, you know how the news is. It's like, oh, look, fuck all that. The nigger over there with the fucking wild ass shirt on, all the fucking shit, he's got the gun, he's got the fucking goddamn taser, he's got the fucking retractable baton, and he's saying buck wild, retractable baton, he's saying a buck wild shit. Record him. Why'd they record all that shit? Just to go and put it on their own private fucking annals or some shit? Their own private collection? No, they're going to put that shit on the internet. I mean, on the news. But they chose not to. And I wasn't just saying buck wild shit. I was saying some really intelligent shit. But I looked buck wild, and I said it in a buck wild manner. Point is, during that time, I was doing some extreme light work when it came to youthing. It was extreme. I had people stopping me, wanting to do interviews with me, and college students wanting to do interviews because they was understanding something was going on. I was quite the anomaly, sticking out like a sore thumb. I was 41 years of age, but I was walking around like I haven't lived those decades. Like those decades didn't faze me. And I had people just like, want to know really what the fuck was going on. So the government got onto that shit too. They're all into no shit like that. So they could have been following me around all that time since 2015. They could have for the things that I said, what took place, and the paranormal things that I was doing at the time. And I've done other paranormal things that since then. They've seen other paranormal shit. I was doing chi, really big time chi, when I was in my apartment in 2017, and when I came across the Lightworkers Handbook during that time, I was doing all kind of shit that really wasn't fucking what you'd call normal or like everyday down to earth type of shit. I was picking up motherfucking trees. Like I had some shit like this, right? It's about, it's about this size, to tell you the truth. And it was cut down like from here to here, From like right there to right there. About right there to right down to where the roots are at, and that's motherfucker. Now try picking that shit up when you're not even 200 fucking pounds good, and carrying it from here all the way to fucking, I don't know, maybe where that motorcycle. Well, let me see this motorcycle when I say, boom, right there where that motorcycle's at. Carrying it up fucking stairs without taking a fucking break, up some stairs and sitting that motherfucker down. I slept for 3 days after that shit. But during the time when I was doing it, it was like it was nothing. You go and look at you can go look at a clip of Bruce Lee. I've got him someplace. Like, let's not forget about the Chinese. I think that's a playlist. He's got about 1,100 fucking pounds in a dumbbell, and he picks the motherfucker up with one goddamn arm, and he's sitting there talking to you like I'm talking to you right now, without straining or any goddamn thing. Just sitting there holding it for I don't know how goddamn long. And when he dropped the motherfucker, we're like, oh God, I gotta drop it. It's so fucking heavy. Now, it wasn't to that level. But they were watching all these things. So I can tell you what I think the fucking government's following me around for. Like I've been saying for a while now, they're using me kind of like a battery. And I got that video that I put up there on the playlist just this morning. I think I put it in the Pentagon of the so-called channeling of the aliens over there, the channeling over there, the Pleiadians. They got so many different ones that I'm listening to right now. Pleiadians, the Whisperers, and Pleiadians, the High Council. They got all the cottons over there as far as the channels go. But it's one of those. I put them over there, and they're reiterating kind of the same things I've been talking about, suspecting. The whole battery situation, that they're on some kind of subversive agenda. They're trying to thwart me in my efforts to rise above my station or the station of the planet, the Earth, and all the things that comes and throws at you and all that shit. They are kind of like my devil in the 40 days and 40 nights with Jesus in the desert, and the one that tempted Siddhartha and was at the Siddhartha's and the energy of the fucking planet. This planet has a fucking energy itself, that as well. So I'm trying to surmount quite a bit of fucking shit down here. But I ask you this, ask yourself why that is, because that's what I ask myself constantly. And what's in the balance and what's in the consequence of this? You don't have to believe it. Many of you never do. That's the story of the fucking Bible. They have no other fucking story. But in days of Noah, and days of fucking Jesus, and many others, they just don't get it. The Tower of Babel, until fucking it's done. Then after it's done, and it's in the fucking book, then they get it. Posthumously, they get it. For those who say, well, shit, this is our walk and this is our talk, they didn't get it then, but they got it after the fucking fact.